It looks like we'll be seeing the next generation of NBA superstars soon, because Shaq O'Neal's son, Shareef, is ready to follow in his dad's footsteps. From his towering height to his relationship with his dad, here's a list of interesting facts you need to know about Shareef, starting with how Shaq loves embarrassing his son.
Shareef, give me a kiss. Come on, man. Come on, man.
You won't be surprised to learn this if you're keeping up with Shaquille's activities on the NBA on TNT. He loves to have fun with his kids. In 2019, Shareef talked to ESPN about how his dad once came to pick him up from school and began to wrestle him. His classmates definitely enjoyed that. I won't lie, it's kind of sweet that Shaq loves his kids so much. But did you know, little Shaq's also an avid fan of wrestling? Not only does Shareef share the same passion for basketball as his father, but he also has a lot of the same interests as him. For one, Shaquille O'Neal's a known wrestling fan. The talented athlete was even once pitted against The Big Show for a wrestling match at WrestleMania, though ultimately that didn't end up happening. On Broken Skull Sessions on the WWE Network, Big Show talked about how Shaq and Shareef are both massive WWE fans. In fact, Shareef O'Neal once shared a picture on Instagram that featured him, his brother, and Shaq with Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's a WWE stan's dream come true. As you all know, Shaq's love for the WWE is pretty big, just like his family. We all know the former NBA player is a bit of a family man. Shareef O'Neal has 3 younger siblings, with his dad's marriage to Shawnee Nelson in 2002. The couple has 4 children: Shareef, Amira, Mira, and Shakir. Shareef also has 2 older half-siblings, Tyra and Miles, from Shaq's previous relationship with his ex-girlfriend Arnetta Yardberg. Shakir, who was born in 2003, is a freshman point guard at his school in Santa Monica, California. And before Shareef found his true love, basketball, he was really into skateboarding. Shareef's always been pretty open about how basketball wasn't his first love. In an interview with ESPN in 2019, he talked about how his family never really pushed him into anything and let him pursue his own path and passions. For a long time, Shareef preferred skateboarding to basketball. Now that might have suited him when he was younger, but now, at 6'10", it must be pretty hard. Still, it's cool that he's into more than one sport. But here's something that's even cooler. He's friends with the son of Manute Bol, another NBA professional. Yes, that's right. Shareef O'Neal and Bol Bol are pretty tight. The Sudan native played at college in Oregon before he was picked up by the Denver Nuggets. Like his mate Shareef, Bol Bol is pretty tall. In fact, he even has a couple of inches over Shareef. He's 7'2" and probably towers over the American basketball player. The two teamed up for the AAU team, Cal Supreme. Bol Bol can be seen on Shareef's Instagram pretty often, which goes to show just how close the duo really is. They've known each other a long time too. Speaking of old times, Shareef was one of the best players in his high school class. Shaquille O'Neal's reputation precedes him, but his son isn't that far behind either. Though his performance was inadvertently dropped since graduating high school, Shareef was pretty well known when he was there. He's a Crossroads School alumnus and played with the team there in Santa Monica. He also went viral after a couple of his videos made it to the internet. He was ranked one of the top 50 high school players in America by both ESPN and Rivals. 24/7 Sports, though, had him at number 52. That's still pretty good for a high schooler. I'm impressed. Now, most folks can't dunk a basketball at any age, let alone at merely 13. But guess who could? That's right, Shareef O'Neal could dunk a basketball at 13 years of age. It shouldn't come as a surprise that he could though, what with his 6'10" frame. And with Shaq's blood running through his veins, he was bound to be a natural. But it's still pretty incredible, considering the average 13-year-old could hardly even aim a straight shot or hit the rim. Now, it's going to be hard for Shareef to outperform his dad, but that doesn't mean he isn't going to try. And because of his impressive stats from so early on, Shareef was pursued by a ton of different schools. When he was a freshman at Windward School, he got a scholarship offer from USC. MVP, even though he only averaged 2.9 rebounds and 3.7 points per game. He also got scholarship offers from LSU, Baylor, and UCLA. He waited 2 years to decide on the school he wanted though. He went to UCLA first for 2 years and played with the UCLA Bruins. He then transferred to his dad's alma mater, LSU, and played with the Tigers. But before UCLA though, Shareef committed to the University of Arizona in 2017, which was pretty surprising because fans and NBA enthusiasts expected him to follow in his dad's footsteps and end up at LSU. However, he ended up never playing with the University of Arizona and went back on his word just a few months later after the UOA coach was caught up in a scandal trying to secure $100,000 US for DeAndre Ayton so that he could play at the school. That's insane. I sure am glad Shareef never ended up going there. It was just 3 days after he decommitted from the University of Arizona that he picked UCLA instead, and we know how that went. UCLA was tracking him since high school and were pretty excited to sign the son of an LA basketball legend. Unfortunately though, Shareef's college career hit a bit of a snag right after he signed at UCLA. He was diagnosed with a heart condition in his freshman season. Shareef O'Neal said that he felt funny during practice sessions over the summer, and a UCLA team of doctors later diagnosed him with a heart condition. The doctors gave him a heart monitor to wear, and it was announced that he'd remain enrolled at the school as a medical redshirt. That's bad luck. What's even worse is that he was forced to miss the entire season due to his health issues. Luckily though, he underwent a successful operation in late 2018 and went back to playing professionally in the Drew League games in the summer. Now, obviously, being raised up by a legend, you've got to be surrounded by them too, right? And I guess that's why he was pretty tight with Kobe Bryant. I mean, yeah, most people thought there was beef between Shaquille and Kobe, but it wasn't as bad as it was perceived. At the end of the day, the two were on the same team and won a bunch of championships. Shareef was close to Kobe too. In fact, he even got a tattoo to honor the basketball player and his daughter, Gianna, after the two died. Shareef wasn't just tight with Kobe though. He was also pretty close with LeBron James and his son, Bronny. His dad was once on the same team as LeBron James. Though the two didn't play together long, Shareef still got to know LeBron and Bronny pretty closely. A couple of summers ago, LeBron even posted a clip of his son and Shareef having a dunk-off in his driveway. Shareef's also referred to James's father and son as the new wave in a picture he posted on Insta, which was a reference to the season in which LeBron and Shaq played together. Well, that's everything you need to know about Shareef O'Neal. See you in the next video.